sure what style of furnishings to bring home? No worries, we have got some expert advice to guide you through the latest home design trends, and one of them will throw you for a literal design curve.
Hi, my name is Adriana Hoyos. I am a furniture and an interior designer. I want to welcome you to my Hollywood showroom. About new trends, I love that it's everything about being cozy, feeling at home. The furniture is becoming more organic, curves, floating, no sharp edges. That's all part of this comfort.
We have the latest furniture design trends on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. Curved architecture has been a trend for quite a while, and now furniture is following suit. Today, we'll look at the beauty in curvaceous furnishings, the return of warmer colors and textures, interactive furniture design technology, and so much more. Adriana, welcome to SoFlo Home Project. We are so excited to be back here to talk about all things home furniture trends. I know we got a lot.
Welcome, Alena. It's nice to see you again in our Hollywood showroom. We are very excited to talk about beautiful elements of design.
Now, when we're here, everything is beautiful, the furnishings are beautiful, and things have started to round out and get a little bit more curved in shape in furniture, and specifically in seating.
Yes, Lua is our latest collection. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's inspired in the moon. Lua means moon in Portuguese. The moon became the element because it's round, but it also changes shapes within, its different stages.
So with Lua, this sort of really curved organic shape that's changing. We've got the half moon tables, right?
Yeah, and we have the full moon too.
Yeah.
And you could create your own, because you could convert this into a full moon or keep the half moon or an extended table.
I love that, because in design, it's so much about making it your own in your home.
And I see that as a trend in the market. People wanting to put their own print in their style.
Yes.
They know what they want. They're more educated. Obviously, working with a designer is great, but I love the clients where they bring their own story.
Yes.
And they want to make it part of their homes. Favorite colors, favorite textures, shapes, sizes.
Now, you mentioned color and texture, and those are two big things the trends are turning to. We've got textures here on the sofa, on the pillows, and some vibrant colors.
I see a huge comeback to the warmer tones. A while ago, let's say a couple of years ago, we were much into grays and blues. Now I think we want the warmer colors are welcome. The golds, the grayish is my new term.
I love grayish.
It's that blend of a softer beige,
yes,
but still very warm. Still, we love the blues.
Yes.
But I also say that the new blacks.
That's
I
black
love
accent.
Dark accents somewhere, because those touches of dark colors elevate the space. So a very deep green that you can hardly tell is still green. Same thing with the blue and same thing with the charcoal. So those to me are the new blacks.
No, it's nice. And I just feel like it's nice to mix that, like this punch of color with this beautiful neutral palette.
My suggestion for clients is to do the bigger pieces, like the sofas, maybe in a neutral trend, in a neutral color, and then add the pops of color or pattern, so it can change within the seasons. So it's very easy to innovate without having to spend or to buy new furniture. Just adding different accent pillows or just throws, it can make the furniture look different.
Absolutely. Now, accent chairs I love in a bright color. We talk about the change in the shape and the curved and the rounded, more bubbly look of furniture.
Actually, that's my favorite piece.
It's so much fun.
I first of all look at the shape, being organic,
beautiful,
bubbly
shape.
As you call it. I call it fat.
It's like a little squishy chair.
I love it. And it's comfortable. When I think of that, like comfort food, like if you want to stay home or just that's a place to relax.
This has the look of comfort, and then it also is comfortable.
It's
so
like
it's like
inviting
the best of
you, like come sit here.
Speaking of beautiful, this bench in front of us. another really unique piece incorporating curved shapes and the wood accent.
We wanted to connect with the collection from the element of the left pillar because it like suspends the bench, but it's also practical.
Yes.
So that's another thing. It needs to be sculptural, but also comfortable and practical.
Absolutely.
So that serves to me like a little side table, and we want it to be unique, so it's asymmetrical.
I love the houndstooth print there. I obviously love houndstooth. I'm wearing it too. I think that's a fun classic print, and in this neutral tonality.
Absolutely.
Now, this has been a fun little talk about seating, but we have a lot more to talk about.
Yes.
We're going to go to tables next, so stay with us. Coming up, how to complement your seating areas with the latest trends in tables on SoFlo Home Project.
Hi, I'm John,
And I'm Lester with USA Windows and Doors.
and today we're going to show you another installation of impact windows.
One of the things that the homeowner was concerned was about the process from beginning to end. One of the aspects that makes our company so unique is that we handle this entire process for the customer from beginning to end. It means that if the customer lives in an HOA, we take care of all the paperwork and adhere to the regulations of the HOA, which is very important. Number two, we handle the city permit and all the applications. And number three, we also take care of the inspections. One of the unique things that we did in this home is that we changed windows from being up and down to a fixed panel. However, the customer still wanted to maintain the original look of the windows. We did what is called tombstones. These are fixed panels, yet we maintain the colonial grids to comply with the HOA and still give the homeowner the original look that he loved. One of the main advantages to going to a fixed panel, of course, number one is safety. This window doesn't have any up and down mechanism. So it's a solid piece of glass. So we do everything. We do the stucco, we replace the wood bucking, we do the drywall, everything is done. The only thing we don't do is touch-up paints.
Tell us also about the glass. I see that it's looking like it's tinted. What's the benefit of that?
In this case, the customer wanted to have some sort of privacy, so we went with what is called light tint. One of the main benefits, of course, is privacy plus also energy efficiency in this case.
What's the saving about?
Anywhere between 20 to 30%.
Wow. Are you ready to upgrade your windows? Call USA Windows and Doors today.
To experience the difference, call the number on your screen now. The first 100 callers will be upgraded to the energy efficient glass at no extra cost.
So call USA Windows and Doors now.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our Furniture Trends episode here from the Adriana Hoyos showroom in Hollywood with Adriana Hoyos. So we have talked a lot about like the curvature of furniture and how that's been a big trend with soft organic curves. But now I thought it would be a fun time to still continue with that, but talk about it in tables, cocktail tables, accent tables, some of the biggest trends we're seeing. And this in front of us is one right here.
Yeah, nesting tables are a trend. And why a trend? Because people want comfort.
Yes.
So you don't have a huge table that maybe it's uncomfortable to reach to. So these ones are like you could pull them wherever you want to set your cocktail or whatever you're doing, maybe even eating. So that's why we have different heights. And in this case, we added an ottoman.
I think this is such a cool example of that. The way you have the mixed materials, we have the natural stone, you have the beautiful wood, and then often we used to see just maybe an ottoman as perhaps a cocktail ottoman table. Layered with other materials, it dresses up the space, but also gives you that casual feeling too.
It's completely right, and also adds dimension and texture, depth, which is very important for the layering, and that gives anybody the opportunity with the different tones or materials to make it personal as well. So nesting tables, it's a trend that I love. we try to make them in different sizes. So it's also very flexible, because if you have a smaller space, you could still do nesting. It's just selecting pieces that are smaller.
Now, accent tables, I also want to touch on. You have some layered and nesting types around the showroom here, and also a trend. But sort of this fluting detail that we're seeing and the mix of materials in here, we have a metal, a wood, and a stone.
I think they become like an eclectic part, so you can pretty much pick anything for an accent table, and I love the freedom to be able to do that.
I really think that mix of materials is so great, and we've seen so much of that here. But in dining tables, we're also seeing a mix of different materials and, of course, a curved shape.
And here we presented it with the wood top, and we did like the encounter of the different veneers. So here we're using a French oak veneer, this is a Seike veneer, and the overlapping of the veneers give a lot of interest just to a plain wood tabletop.
Absolutely.
So it becomes of an interest, a texture that we're always looking for.
And much like with a lot of the furnishings we've seen, of course, in this lighter tone, a big trend, but you could really mix it up and go darker or accent it with dark, as it is here with the chairs.
Yeah, I love using some dark tones as well as part of your home decor, because it elevates everything. It makes it more sophisticated.
Even with the base being darker on this table, you kind of get that two-tone, which is also so on trend.
Yeah, it's beautiful because we see the furniture as being sculptural.
Yes.
So here again, the bases of the table are like half moons that support this beautiful tabletop.
And the tabletops, we here see wood, but there's a lot of other materials that are trending.
Yeah, for me, trending is like, again, comfort and feeling, that you can enjoy a beautiful dinner without being worried that you're going to damage the tabletop. So we have introduced quartz tabletop. We have a material called Decton, which is a man-made, I would say, porcelain, heavy duty.
So it is all about comfort and style, as we always say in design, those two pillars, comfort and the beauty.
Yes.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, but we are not done. We are going to check out bedroom furnishings when we come back. Coming up next, dreamy bedroom furniture design trends on SoFlo Home Project.
In addition to the moving services, we also provide storage services for clients that are not quite ready to move into that new home. Maybe it's still under construction, or they just haven't found the place to move into yet, and they need their items placed in a safe, secure location in the interim. We make it really easy for homeowners to store their items because we actually come to the house to pick it up. Many other facilities require for you to bring it to them, or they'll drop a container to your house and you still have to load it. So we'll pick up the items, we'll wrap them, we'll protect them, and they'll remain wrapped and protected, unlike if you dropped it off elsewhere. So we welcome you to come visit our facility. It's safe, secure, with the latest technology, and of course we always sanitize the containers anytime we bring a new customer in and out of our facility. At Good Greek Storage, our facilities are clean, secure, and monitored 24 hours a day by closed-circuit television. Of course, they're alarmed and all that, but we also have on-site personnel 24 hours a day inside the facility, and the Sheriff's Office patrols the exterior.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, this is Shirley.
Good Greek offers short-term and long-term storage because we know that different clients require different needs. We deal with customers that are having to deal with death or a divorce situation, and sometimes they don't really know how long they're going to need to have their items in storage. And oftentimes it might be just an overnight situation. So we can help people whether it's short-term or long-term. When a customer is ready for their belongings, they'll simply call us or email us in advance, and we'll accommodate the date they're looking for. And at that time, we'll deliver all of their belongings inside the house and place and set things up where they belong. We welcome you to come and take a look at Good Greek Storage, and then go take a look at the others. And I think the choice is going to be very, very simple, that Good Greek Storage is going to be the way to go.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to talk about home furniture trends with Adriana Hoyos, the creative director at Adriana Hoyos Furniture. So before the break, we were talking about dining tables and cocktail tables, accent tables for living and dining room. But now the bedroom is another room in the home that these trends are finding their way into.
For the Lua collection, we introduce a lot of curves because it's part of the trend, but it also makes the furniture softer.
Absolutely.
And here we can see in the Lua bed, I would say an oversized headboard.
Yes.
Also, we can see the boucle texture in the fabric selection. In this case, I selected the boucle because it makes it softer, invited for a bedroom.
And that's talked about texture being such a big part of a lot of the trends we're seeing in upholstered furniture right now, and boucle being one of those great things. It's such a soft, it's got a rich texture, but it feels like such a cozy fabric as well.
It does. Well, the gray stones are present in this bedroom
Yes,
set.
lots of gray.
Because there is the accent pillows that put all the colors together. I love the wallpaper, how it's plain here, because it's soft.
Yes.
In the bedrooms, I highly recommend to use softer colors. So so it's more serene, and it's a place where you come to relax.
Yes, it's that sanctuary, and it's a place where you rest. Now, I'm looking at the nightstands and, of course, the beautiful dresser, encompassing a lot of trends we've talked about, the sort of curved aspect, the mix of materials, and now we're introducing this fluting, which another big trend, a beautiful detail.
It's one of my favorite things to play with different textures, materiality as well, because here we have a beautiful marble. So the selection of this marble is inspired in the silhouette that you see in a full moon. Then we introduce the fluted to add more texture, and obviously the frame silhouette is also again a curve. So it makes the whole thing soft and, anchor the rooms.
Yeah, no, it's a great mix of showing a couple of trends in one, and a beautiful piece at that. Now, we've got a lot of round pillows we've seen too. I just want to touch on that. I know it's not part of the furniture, but it's an accent, but we're seeing a lot of these sort of ball-shaped pillows, the circular pillows. Would you say that's a huge trend coming in and here to stay for a bit?
Yes, they are, and they're fun.
Yes.
Not also, they add comfort in my sofas, but they're playful.
Next, technology meets furniture design trends on SoFlo Home Project.
SoFlo Home Project is sponsored in part by Eldorado Furniture. Looking to refresh your home? Visit us online at eldoradofurniture.com or a showroom near you.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are on the last stop of our tour here at the Adriana Hoyos showroom in Hollywood with Adriana Hoyos, the creative director. So we have looked at a lot of beautiful furnishings. We have talked trends. We have talked all things color and texture when it comes to furnishings, but now we're going to really dive deep into materials.
This is maybe one of my favorite rooms in the whole showroom, because here is where we create, and we call it DYO bar, design your own. Well, here talking about trends, there is a lot of different textures and materials which I love to mix and create something unique. I just love these, we call it Hermes.
It's a great
It's the master
color.
leather, champagne, beautiful names. And it's a lacquer, so it adds a little bit of shine. But again, I have the wood veneer here, which is a matte oak veneer, and some stone, because I'm thinking of creating like a dining room set. And then we want to play with the different fabrics.
Got a little houndstooth. I love it.
So here I have the houndstooth.
I love the print.
Yeah, I know you do. And then imagine how beautiful this is.
So
in a
pretty.
chair, I like to mix different colors and textures. We also introduce some technology to make sure the clients and the designers have an opportunity to visualize what they're creating. So in this monitor, for example, the dining chair that we're talking about, so this chair has 2 layers of fabric, the backrest and then the inside. So I use that. So let's use the second skin. And then we can do a little bit of a texture, and now you have the finish. So you can select the wood finish, the back, the wraparound, the inside of the chair, and the seat cushion in different. Then, you know, you can blow it up. We can
So nice.
and we can print it, and you know, people can share it with their families because we can send it out, you know, via email, via text. But it's a beautiful tool. It helps me a lot.
I can
Even
imagine.
to develop collections, I can now see what I want to create, and this is the technology.
As designers, we can often visualize, we kind of know what it's going to look like. But when sometimes homeowners and clients might need that extra vision, this brings it to all of us to be able to see exactly what we're creating. And then that's like the perfect kind of combo. You get the look of it on the screen, and then you have the actual materials
Yep,
here. So
there you
you
go.
can feel and touch and see all together.
Yeah.
Well, Adriana, this has been so much fun. I loved hearing about the inspiration behind the Lua collection, all of your other pieces. We've toured here, talking furniture trends. It's really been a great day, and I thank you.
Thank you for coming. I enjoyed very much showing you the trends for today.
Well, thanks again. So I hope that you enjoyed this trends wrap up of furnishings for the home. And speaking of trends for the home, we've got more for you next week, so check it out. Next week on SoFlo Home Project, we get you inspired to give your home a luxurious style that can be enjoyed. We tour a newly updated condo with a refined look and a relaxed feel. We thank you for joining us this week, and we hope to see you again next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.